Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here, and welcome to episode 17 of the first season of the Leeds United career mode, and welcome to the biggest game of our season so far. Leeds United have overtaken Watford just last game and taken the top spot in the championship. We are currently on first place, but Watford are second. We play them away in the fourth to last game of the season, and this could be the title decider. The Manchester United versus Man City in 2012. This sort of game is huge. Look at that. With 4 games left to go, Watford are our opponents, and this is really just going to decide the league. Whoever can win this game is surely going to be in the driver's seat to take it home. Of course, Watford will still always be a game behind us, but this is just... you don't need any explanation. The biggest game of the season. It must be won by both teams. And let's see how we can go with this. Branson, he's running in. He had a shot. Merely had the shot there. Had the opportunity, but decided to go backward into McGregor. And now Lewis Cook on the ball. Getting up forward he does. Tries to finesse. Had the attempt from outside of the box. He doesn't have the best of long shots, but that was still a nice effort. And still Branson coming off of the post and coming back to him. And he squeezed it through a number of bodies and somehow puts it in. In the 11th minute, it's Leeds that make the breakthrough. Look at all the numbers in front of him. How has he squeezed it through the goalkeeper? 2 defenders. He's made it go. It's unbelievable from Frederick Branson. It's a very uncanny finish as well, but still, Bernardeschi making a good forward pressure tackle and laying it off for McGregor, who went for the finesse in that top left-hand corner again. That top left-hand corner finesse shot just can't make it to go, but it was still great contact from McGregor. Came at him quick, and another shot from him. He's desperate for that goal, taking the long shot then, and coming off the top of the crossbar. They're getting close. Cataldi now, another shot. So many chances in this first half. When are we going to make the breakthrough? When is this second goal going to come? Still moving now. McGregor still passing around the back, going backwards. Still Cook ducking and weaving his way through the defense, and he finds Bernardeschi, and he hits it, and goes right down the middle of the goal, and the keeper is unable to save it, Gomez, and that is going to be 2-0 going into halftime. What a time to get it. And then Watford still, now they're attacking with a cross, coming off of the crossbar again. It's not like we've had a few shots that have come off as well, but the ball still falls back to them. Watford still moving it, and still they attack, still moving with it. The shot finally comes. It's right at Silvestri, and he's able to make the save. And now with 15 minutes left to go in the game, Watford have surely got to do something and score now if they're going to have any chance of getting back into this. Remembering still, a draw is still in our favour. If we draw, this is still Leeds on top of the table. But it's not going to be a draw. It's going to be a 2-0 victory against Watford at their home. This is a huge win. It's a huge win. The biggest of our season so far. We now have breathing space at the top. We're 4 points clear. Unbelievable. Frederick Branson picked up man of the match. But like I said in the previous episode, I am not going to tell you the man of the match for the final 4 games or for these for this episode moving on to it. Anyway, because we're keeping it a secret until the final episode where we reveal the J-Bucks medal on the night, where we give the final man of the match votes out. But now we move on from Watford to a second game. This is going to be against Derby back at home. This is still not a massive game. Derby themselves aren't actually all too well placed in the league at the moment. They're currently 19th on 50 points. They are still technically battling to not get relegated. There's still a chance that, you know, they lose enough games, they drop enough points, it's still a possibility for them. So expect them still to come at it and still take it on. A shot there immediately early on, within 5 minutes, and already Silvestri is going to have to work, but still moving now. A little later on in now, 25 minutes. And it was still Derby with the attack, still crossing, not getting a lot to go, but still the shots there. They're getting plenty on target, making a lot of chances. And now finally Adrian gets past one of their centre-backs, beautifully done. He went to shoot, but somehow the centre-back that he absolutely blitzed past, he just absolutely blew out of the water and just went past, still somehow gets a sudden burst of speed necessary just to block the shot, which is insane, but still moving. Solly March now on the wing, trying to work something now with Dukara. A lob through ball's a good one. The chest is nice. He's got space for the shot. Try to finesse it or just place it in the side to that side netting. But unfortunately, still for him, couldn't make it happen. Dukara had to give Branson a rest as well. He was absolutely just puffed out. Lingard now with a low cross into the, I believe that's Darren Bent actually playing for Derby, and he's the one that taps it in. So they get the breakthrough very about midway through the second half, and now we need to get something back as well. A loss here, and we may potentially be jeopardising our top spot. Jack Grealish goes around his man, he's gone in the box. There's no penalty. Referee doesn't call it, and look at that. It's a clear penalty. Absolutely, none of the ball clips his ankles. He's gone down. He's not dived. Absolute contact. A sure penalty, not given. Another chance from the corner. couldn't chip it in and just duck it in under, and that would be the game. No more chances after that. They all dried up, and it would be a 1-0 victory to Derby. And this has really put our top spot in jeopardy. Man of the match, obviously, no one got it in our team, and I believe our highest rated player was our goalkeeper, Silvestri, in a 1-0 loss. But still, we'll continue, as we're about to find out where exactly we are. We're still top, and we're still 3 points clear. And as a matter of fact, Watford have actually lost their last 2 games in this episode. They've gone from being 1 point off top spot to now being third and battling for promotion in the playoffs. It's now Norwich that are second and 3 points below us. So now this is huge, because if we can get this win against Reading, then depending on what happens with Norwich, this could be the title booked. The championship in the bag. We just need to get the right result against Reading, and they themselves a bit of an average side. No amazing team, no potential playoff team, but we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? As the low cross comes in immediately, Reading early on, just like in the Derby game, getting the early attacks and maybe making something happen, nearly scoring and nearly conceding early on for us. But Galbraith going around a player. He finally gets a game after, finally getting a bit of a rest, and he's unfortunately blown that chance, and still not a lot happening there for Reading, with the attack just sort of fizzling out. But now McGregor into it. Adrian's getting a bit of a rest this time around. Galbraith and McGregor still trying to work it together. They worked so well in the first game with Watford, and McGregor's going through, and he'll finesse it, just place it in the bottom left-hand corner. Federici couldn't get down to it, the Australian goalkeeper, and there is the first goal of the game, and potentially maybe the league if we can hold on, and depending on what happens with the Norwich game. Still moving now with Galbraith, fake shotting in, and Hector, their centre back, making the tackle, and unfortunately not being able to put away that second goal, that breathing space. Another cross coming in, the header not going in, just going over the top of the crossbar. So many chances now. Reading were just not doing anything on offense, which is insane. We're still moving. McGregor now working it for Galbraith, a bit of role reversal. The assist now, no, not to be for Galbraith. He couldn't put it in. Still saved by Federici, keeping Leeds out again. When will this second goal come? When will the breathing space come? Will it at all? Because Reading have scored. He's offside though, so it's not going to count. We nearly get away. Oh, we massively got away with it. That would have been 1-1. That really would have, that would have been bad. But still, now we continue. It's still Reading, still attacking. Now they've started really getting it in a gear with some space there. And a good block from our centre-back. Believe it might have been Liam Moore. But now the cross comes in. 80th minute. Plucked by our keeper, Silvestri. Well done. He sees Ceballos in some space. And now the run being made by Galbraith, and a long through ball. The Hail Mary through ball goes to Galbraith. He'll finish this. That is it. 2-0. 82nd minute. Leeds now take the lead. Is that the title? Is that the championship? What is going on with Norwich? We've heard nothing, but this could be it. If the game at Norwich has not ended in anything but 3 points to Norwich, then we have taken out the league. The championship is ours. The ball slowly rolls to the touchline, and the referee blows the whistle, and now it is time. We will find out shortly. But first, let's have a look at the player ratings for that game. Man of the match going to Galbraith, and McGregor getting an 8 rating as well. So 2 standouts there, and Silvestri as well picking up an 8 rating. But as we find out the result, Norwich have drawn their game against Derby County, and that means that we have won the league. Leeds, we're 4 points clear with a game to go. No way to catch us, and we have won the title. What a brilliant way. We have not had to win it on the final day. It would have been that much more dramatic, but the title, the championship goes to Leeds, and more importantly, the Premier League beckons for Leeds United next season. After 45 long games, it's finally happened. Premier League bound, Leeds United. We will not have to battle in the We will not have to battle in the playoffs. It is not just even the playoffs. We've just gone and booked ourselves, not just automatic promotion, but the whole freaking league. What a season this is. Unbelievable. But now there's still one final game to play, one little celebration to do, and that's going to be against Nottingham Forest. And if you didn't notice, I've got a few players that I didn't normally play in this game. I've a few players I didn't give too many games to. Cataldi and Edgar Charney. Charney's on it with the shot from outside of the box. Edgar Charney! I had no idea he could do things like that. Edgar Charney with his first touch in a Leeds shirt. That's what he's done with it. Outside of the box, the shot just kept going up, bounces off of the crossbar and hits the deck and goes back in. Unbelievable shot. It's his first shot. It's his first touch in the Leeds shirt. Unbelievable scenes. What a way to... Well, if you're going to do it, then do it in a game that doesn't make any bloody difference, but unbelievable. And now he's got the confidence. He's just going for it from distance. And bloody hell, why wouldn't you? If you've gone and done something like that, what a stunning goal. Edgar Charney's still moving. And again, the tackle, just taking him to the ground. That's the only way they're going to stop him at this rate. but he's given the free kick to Danilo Cataldi, another set-piece guru. It's another one from him. He's just been the man from set pieces. Incredible stuff. It's just been we've been so bloody over the moon, but unfortunately, we're getting brought down to earth here as we see one of our centre-backs, a lone player, Del Fabro, actually just get an elbow to the bloody face if you saw, pay attention to it, which is unfortunate. But now some insane ball movement from Nottingham Forest, going in at half-time, and they score from the near post, a shot at that near post. Silvestri can't deal with it, and now another cross coming in, still now with the Sombalonga. It takes a deflection, keeper stands there and doesn't watch it, and he just watches it going in the top left-hand corner. It's taken a deflection and counted as an own goal. Unbelievable scenes. We've taken a 2-0 lead and we've cocked it up, even in the game that doesn't matter, but Ceballos going past the goalkeeper, and still they get to it and clear it before he can do anything. And for a game that really doesn't mean anything, both sides were going at it. Sam Byron battling and getting the ball, turning it over. March, Galbranson's got some space. He can finish this. He can win the game. He opts for Adrian, but he's still going to put it in the bottom right-hand corner. Still makes it a go. It's the most unconvincing sweaty goal you will ever see, but it's going to be the one that wins us this game. The final game of the championship. What a way to cap it off. Adrian, we thought for a second that the defender would have got a foot to it and stopped it, but no, it's going to be a goal. It's going to be a championship season for Leeds United and a return to the Premier League finally after all these years, and what a game to get it in. Brilliant game, brilliant season. Leeds United, welcome back to the Premier League, and congratulations, Leeds United are the champions of the championship.